Welcome back. My name's Sarah if you're new here, and my channel is called Jesus Joy Global. So today I just wanted to kind of have a talk about something that I've just been thinking about and praying about, something that the Lord has just laid on my heart to share. So yesterday, as I was just kind of thinking about this topic and just kind of praying into what the Lord would have me to share, I just started typing up some notes. So I have my laptop here. I want to just kind of go through my notes and just kind of talk with you guys on the topic of discernment. But basically, it says, it's time to wake up. It's time to open your eyes and really see what is happening all around us. This world is full of lies, deception, misinformation, where a narrative is pushed, where people are silenced. And as I was writing these notes up, really sit and think about it. Over the past few years with the pandemic, the 2020 election, how many people have you seen that have been silenced? They've been kicked off social media sites. Only certain news is pushed. And if you say something that's the opposite, it's taken down, you're silenced, you're removed, you're banished. Doesn't that strike a nerve with you? Doesn't that seem unusual to you? Or do you just take that as, whatever the news is saying is accurate? So this is just something that I wanted to go over and just really ask you to think about these things. And I think a lot of us are awakened more to the truth, and we really see what's going on and the deception that really has just taken over a lot of the world. But I still feel like there's people that are being deceived by what's being pushed out there, and they're not doing their own research on what is really going on in this world, what is really going on in this nation and the other nations around the world. So I kind of just wanted to have an honest conversation about this and just ask you to think about these things for yourself. So I also went on to say, where there is no freedom of speech, have you ever really thought why that is the case? And again, with so many people being silenced, and I have to watch what I say even on this channel, certain words and whatnot may flag me, and then my video is taken down. Why is that? Why are we being silenced? Why is our freedom of speech gone? And I listen to Rumble because it seems to be one of the only channels out there. There's a few others, but it seems to be one of the only other channels out there where you could actually say what you want to say. And I just think if people aren't aware or have their eyes open to what it really is going on here, why are they taking away our freedom of speech? Why are they silencing people? Why is a certain narrative always being pushed? And that's kind of why I'm making this video. And the reason why we need to have discernment. So just getting back to my notes here, I just feel that we are in desperate need of wisdom and discernment from God. James 1:5 says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. So literally every single morning during my prayer time, I ask the Lord for wisdom. James 1:5 tells us right here that if we ask for wisdom, God will give us wisdom. And we truly need wisdom from God right now. We should not be listening to every news story, every article that we read and taking it as truth. We should be going to God and asking him, what is truly going on right now? What do you want me to know? What is truth right now? And another thing I thought about this morning was the time that we're living in right now. None of us have really lived in a time like this before. But when I thought this morning, what we're going through today, when the tribulation happens and there's that 7-year period, and even leading up to that, You are going to need discernment and wisdom from God more than ever. The evil just seems to be exploding on a level that I quite honestly, it's hard for me to even handle. And it just makes me emotional because I've never in my life seen such evil and corruption. There's always been evil and there's always been things going on, even way back in the Bible time and all of that. But the evil and the coldness of people, the lack of love, just the hatred towards anything that has to do with God or Jesus and salvation, it's just very difficult. And I just, some days it just gets to me, but I know that in the end we win. I know in the end the Lord will take care of the evil and corrupt people in this world. So I know that the Lord, his throne is righteousness and justice. That's the foundation of his throne. So I know that he will bring judgment upon those that need to receive that judgment. But it's in that in-between time where it's like I just can't fathom and grasp why everyone and everything has just reached a level of evil that I've just never seen. So just getting back on track here with my notes. So we are inundated with information every single day, but wisdom from God will tell you what is true and what is not, what is simply fake news. And if you haven't seen that over the past few years that something very sinister is going on, then your eyes are not open. You are asleep. And that's what I'm talking about, where if you've just been living your life these past few years and you're taking all the information and all the news and all the things that they're telling you that you need to do in order to be healthy, you are asleep. And I'm not saying this to condemn you. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad, but I'm just encouraging you. Please do not take what this world is pushing. Don't take it at face value. Don't take it as truth. But if you choose to watch the news or read articles, take it to the Lord and ask the Lord, is this true? Is this something that I should do? Because the Lord will lead you. He will give you wisdom. He will guide you. And that's really the whole point of why I'm making this video, is to direct you solely to the Lord for your direction, for your truth, for your guidance. Because otherwise, if we listen to what these corrupt people are doing and sharing and telling us to do, we are being deceived and we are being led down a dark path, and who knows where that path leads at this point, because every day, every time we turn around, it's something else. So just moving on here with my notes. Do you not see that the narrative shifts constantly? One day it's you can get, and I'm going to say it like this because like I said, you can't say anything freely anymore. One day it's you can get M-pox only by sexual contact, mainly in the gay community. Then it shifts to, oh, now you can get it from surfaces, or now it's climate driven. Or even this morning I saw some other story, I don't even remember what it was off the top of my head, but some other ridiculous way that you could somehow get this pox now. And it's like I don't even know what to say anymore. It's like, are you kidding me? This is not legit. We literally can't make this stuff up. Are you believing what they are dishing out? It's a plate full of crap, for a lack of a better description. And that's really what it is. You know, if you don't see that, I pray that your eyes would be open, because what they are dishing out is basically just a load of crap. They have continually used fear as a way of manipulation and control. They have used confusion and threats. They have used titles and professions to push their agenda. And don't you dare speak up against what they call truth. You will be shut down, unplugged, silenced, and shamed, called a conspiracy theorist. And how many times have we seen this play out over the past few years, where people that say they've incurred a injury due to the jab, or they have something other than what the narrative that's being forced upon this nation and upon the world, those people are shut down. They're taken off of Instagram. They're taken off of YouTube. Why can people not share what they're truly going through? And like I said, I watch Rumble and I listen to a lot of the things on there. And I'm telling you, if you listen to some of the stories that people are sharing of injury from what they thought would protect them from a virus, they thought they were helping their fellow Americans, their fellow people in their own countries. They were told that this will give you freedom. We won't have to be locked down anymore. They were told all of these things only to now be permanently injured. Or a lot have died. I mean, you can go and look on Rumble and pull up these injury stories for yourself, and I'm telling you, your heart will break, because you won't hear these stories on the news. You won't see articles across the internet that share these stories. Why is it that nobody will allow these people to share a life-changing, life-altering injury? It makes me crazy. So I'm telling you, go and research things for yourself. So another thing I just wanted to mention was, please do not consume yourself with the news. I hardly ever read or watch any news. I used to all the time, especially when C-19 came about. But when I realized it was lies, one right after another, it was a form of brainwashing. You listen to something and see the images flash on the screen enough times, it will get deep down inside of you. And I do glance at some headlines every now and then. I occasionally read an article, but I will tell you what, I refuse to sit and listen to a news broadcast from one of the top news broadcasters. I refuse to click on an article that even just reading the headline, you know is false. You already know. And maybe it's because I've asked the Lord every single day for wisdom, that He's already instilled in me what the truth is. Maybe you're someone that is consumed with the news. You just have a habit of listening to it every day, watching it every day. Maybe it's time to take a break. Maybe it's time to just take a step back and seek the Lord for wisdom. Seek the Lord for, Lord, what is truly going on right now in this time? What can I do in this time of crazy evil, where these people are just the most corrupt people that are trying to literally destroy this country, destroy this world? What can I do right now? And I guess that's just what I'm getting at, is let's consume ourselves with the Lord and with prayer and asking for wisdom and asking for Him to reveal the truth to our heart and to our mind, versus just filling up our brain and our heart with all of this negative brainwashing tactics that they use over and over and over and over again. And I don't care if you think I'm a conspiracy theorist, I really don't. I'm just sharing what I felt like the Lord wanted me to share today, and that's, we need eyes to see and ears to hear. And Jeremiah 5:21 says, "Hear this now, O foolish people, without understanding, who have eyes and not see, and who have ears and not hear." And that's so right now. People have eyes, but they don't see. They have ears, but they don't hear, because it's not the truth. So I just pray that the Lord would give you eyes to see and ears to hear truly what is going on right now in this world today. Don't take what just comes at you as truth. No matter how many people believe it, no matter how many people say, this is true. And even when my husband and I go out recently, there's more people with gloves on their hands. They're masking up again. And, I understand wanting to, be careful with the germs, but I'm telling you, it is because of the narrative that's being pushed that is false. It is a false narrative. Pray Psalm 91 over your life every day and over your family. It says that those who dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. He is our protection. And do I never get sick or ever get a cold? No, that does happen. But I fully believe that the Lord is my sovereign covering. And when it's my time to go, I'll go. And I'll go and be with the Lord. So I'm not worried. He is my covering. He is my shelter. He is my protector. And because I look to him above anything else, I just fully believe I have just found a peace, even in the midst of chaos of this world, found a peace within my soul because God is my covering. And people can call me crazy all day long. They can slander me and make their comments and say that I'm a conspiracy theorist or I'm not following what the government says and this, that, and the other. That's okay, because my ruler is Jesus Christ. And one day when we all stand before him, we will have to answer for every single thing that we have done and why we believed what we believed, why we did what we did, why we said what we said. And right now, I want to be found seeking him and looking to him for wisdom and guidance and not listening to these fools that just proclaim lies globally. So anyway, I hope this word wasn't too hard. I felt so strongly from the Lord to share this today. Please pray for discernment. Please pray for wisdom. We need it now in this hour. We truly do. And going forward, like I said, things aren't going to go back to the way they were. Things aren't going back to normal. They really aren't. We are accelerating into a time of shaking, and this will continue on until the Lord's return. Will there be a great awakening and revival and glory coming? I truly believe that. But in the midst of that, there's also going to be this evil that we're dealing with. So I just pray that the Lord gives you eyes to see and ears to hear the truth in this hour. So God bless you guys. Until next time, we'll see ya.